Hi everyone, welcome to Stamps, Ink and Paper, the video version. I'm Maureen and I'm here to show you a new card today. This is a card I'm making to send out to everyone who's sending in a $50 online order this month. And I'm just going to show you just a couple of little tips. It's really quite a simple card. I kind of like the combination of ribbon and paper that I ended up coming up with. I'm using the Just Eat Cake Designer Series paper and I'm trimming it out with Tangerine Tango. So I'm just going to quickly add this cardstock to my DSP, and I'd like to see you put your snail adhesive on your DSP rather than on the cardstock, and then you can sort of adjust just how much you want of that to show. The next piece, that one's just cut 1 inch by 5.5. This one is cut from the Tasteful Trims die. So that's all for that. That's really easy. We're going to use our Tangerine Tango marker with a little bit of white cardstock to stamp our greeting on. And what I'm using is thanks from Pretty Postage. So I'm using just one of the thanks I'm going to ink up with my marker. So I'm using the brush tip on the flat side, so I'm careful not to ink up that other bracket that's underneath there. And if you think you have, you could just go in with your finger and just nudge them to make sure it's off of there. So we're going to stamp that nice and firmly. And with my wide oval punch, sorry, it's my large oval punch, I'm just going to punch it, but I want to keep the thanks to the right hand side because I'm going to be adding some flowers in on that side. So using my marker again, and this time I'm using Paisley Prints, printed petals. And I'm using just this one flower on here. So I'm going to ink that up also with our marker. And then you would just go ahead and add that onto your, we're going to add 3 of those. Let me slip that underneath there. I'm going to add 3 of those, of course, because odd numbers are better than even numbers when we're doing things like this. And you don't have to necessarily have them all completely on your paper. Now this piece I cut from the Sizzle It die from Lots of Tags. And I'm just going to quickly layer that on there. Just a little bit of snail, let's center that. And then I just want to make it pop. You can see on the original one I've got a border on here. So what I've done is I've cut 2 more in the Tangerine Tango cardstock. And again, you're going to put your snail on the back of the DSP, Designer Series paper. And then I'm going to layer it onto my solid colored tag. And then turn it over. So at this point you've only added 1 piece of adhesive. Go ahead with your second and then layer your other side. So you're not doing 2 at once, you're just doing 1 at a time. And that gives me just a nice little edge on there. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back there real quick. And of course, you know, if you just push them with your thumbnail, those little papers are going to pop up. Get rid of those. And then I'm just going to add my Baja Breeze little ribbon. I've got a glue dot behind there. Add that on there. All this comes onto my Early Espresso card. Now for the inside, I've done a similar thing. As I said, these cards are to go out to my customers who have placed a $50 order this month online. So the inside of the card, I've used again Tasteful Trims die, and you're just seeing half of it there, and that'll go on the inside. And that's it. Isn't that great? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you'll come again soon. Bye.